All right, this is going to be a class to help prepare us for a good night's sleep. So this class is going to serve you best if you're at the end of your day and you're ready to wind down. I personally sometimes have a hard time settling and getting myself ready for bed and calmed down. So it's going to be key for this short, gentle practice to really work with the breath, and that'll help us kind of soothe our nervous system. So we're actually going to start in a seated position because we're going to move into some stretches for the neck and the shoulders before we get down onto our back. So come into a comfortable seated position, whatever that looks like for you, and stack those shoulders right over the hips. Roll the shoulders down away from the ears, and then take the palms of the hands and then rest them on the knees. You want the fingers just lightly releasing over the knees, no grip, okay? Close the eyes, reach up through the crown of the head. Take a deep inhale through the nose. Exhale, let it go through the mouth. Just try and release any tension that we're holding on to. So inhale through the nose. Let it go through the mouth. And we'll do one more just like that. Inhale through the nose. Let it go through the mouth. Begin to inhale and exhale through the nose. So close the lips. And I'm going to guide us into equal breathing. So I'm just going to count for you, but you can adjust the length of your own inhale and exhale. So we're just working toward an equal length, breathing in and out through the nose. So to the count of 5, inhale for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Continue to inhale and exhale through the nose. If you haven't already and you're comfortable, engage your Ujjayi Pranayama, the victorious breath of yoga, so your breath becomes audible. So you should be able to hear it as you inhale. So a gentle constriction to the back of the throat. And this gentle oceanic sound soothe and calm you. Continue to breathe in and out through the nose. Inhale, lengthen through the crown of the head. Feel free to keep your eyes closed if you're comfortable. We're going to take some neck rolls. So release that right ear to the shoulder, chin to the chest. You can come halfway or all the way around, whatever feels best, as long as we can keep the shoulders relaxed away from the ears. So if you find that you're hunching the shoulders up to the ears to make contact, just back off the neck rolls. Maybe inhale as we come up and around, and exhale as we come forward. Just work with your breath. Last one in this direction. And the chin comes toward the chest, pause, and on the next inhale, reverse directions. Complete this full neck circle and come back to center. On the next inhale, reach the arms up overhead. And we're actually just going to flow this twist. So exhale to the right, and we'll just tap that left hand to the right knee, right hand out behind. Inhale back to center. Exhale to the left. Right hand taps that left knee, left hand out behind. And again, inhale to center. Exhale to the right. Inhale to center. Exhale to the left. Inhale to center. Exhale to the right and hold it. Keep the shoulders stacked over the hips. Take the gaze out over the back shoulder. Inhale to center. Exhale to the left. Inhale. Exhale. One more breath. Come back towards center. Hands behind the back. Interlace the fingers. Expand the chest. Maybe look up. And then forward fold. Hands up and over the back of the head. Come all the way back up. Release the hands. If your legs are crossed one in front of the other, switch the cross of the legs. And this time we're just going to walk the hands forward. Release the forehead toward the mat. And then from this extended place, go ahead and soften. So just bring your elbows down, maybe even cross your hands, round your upper back, and rest. Walk your hands back up. And then go ahead and just cross over your ankles, and we're going to come into child's pose. So bring the knees wide, bring the toes to touch, walk the hips back to the heels, and walk the hands forward. You're going to stay nice and extended first for a full breath. Just find that length in the body. And then soften. Release the elbows to the mat. Maybe bring your hands to touch. Let your forehead be really heavy on the mat. And then take your forehead and just circle it in both directions. So just massaging out your third eye center, releasing any tension, reverse directions if you haven't already. Any tension that we might be holding on to in the forehead, any stress. Just a little massage you can give yourself. And let's take this into a twist. So extend the right arm long, and then slide that left arm underneath the right and come onto the left shoulder and left ear. Rest here. Just let your left hand be soft. I'm just working towards softness before we climb into bed and go to sleep. Getting some of the kinks out, getting some of the tension out. We hold on to a lot during our day. Let's switch sides. Extend that left arm long. Right arm extends out underneath, right shoulder and right ear to the mat. And breathe deeply. Listen to the breath. Let the sound of your own breath be soothing and comforting and calming. Let your right hand be soft. Let your left arm be soft. And then reach that right arm forward. Let's come into that extension again. So reach, press back. And then we're gonna get a stretch through our side. So go ahead and start to walk the hands to the right. And then just bump the hips to the left and release the forehead down. Okay, and then from this extended place, just go ahead and soften, releasing the elbows to the mat. Maybe the hands come to touch. Forehead is really heavy on the mat. Extend again and then walk your hands through center and to the left. Reach through those right fingertips, press back through the right hip, release the forehead to the mat. And then from this extended place, soften, release the elbows, maybe hands come to touch. Forehead is heavy, breathe deeply. Extend again, and walk back to center. Press it back, just even everything out. And then come all the way up. Come to tabletop position, and then it's just gonna be a quick little stretch. So just walk the right foot back, press it back. Come back to tabletop position. Press that left foot back, open up the back of the leg, come back to tabletop position, and then just cross over the ankles, come back to a seat. And then we're gonna spend the rest of our practice on our backs. So make your way onto your back. Nice and slow, roll down. All right, and let's just stretch out the hips. So extend the left leg long, draw the right knee into the chest, and then draw the right knee toward the right shoulder. And just squeeze it in here. And then relax that grip on the right knee, bring it back to center. Extend that right leg up toward the ceiling. And just flex the toes back toward your face, a little stretch for the hamstring. And release the right foot or right leg to the floor, flat to the floor. Draw the left knee into the chest, squeeze it. Bring it around the ribs and toward the left shoulder and squeeze it. Tight little squeeze here. Just releasing tension from our hips and our low back. Relax the grip on the knee, bring it back towards center, and then straighten that left leg up. Big stretch for the left hamstring. All right, go ahead and bend both legs, feet flat to the floor at mat distance apart. Bring your arms to goalpost position, and then just start to gently rock the knees side to side. Okay, now come to the right and hold. Come to the left and hold. Come to center. Bring both knees into the chest and a very, very gentle hold on the knees. Okay, so we're not squeezing them in tight, just gentle hold on the knees. Low back is flat to the floor. And then start to draw circles with the knees in one direction. Giving yourself a massage for your low back. Nice slow circles. Continue to breathe deeply in and out through the nose. Switch directions. Back to center. Now go ahead and take a good grip on the knees and then just bring your forehead to touch your knees. Just a little tap, just a tap, and roll it back down and release the feet to the floor. All right, so what I'm going to suggest that you do now, if it's accessible to you, is find a space in your room with an open wall. Go ahead and bring your mat. I'm gonna pretend that this is my wall, okay? I don't have a wall. Now I'm gonna pretend that this is my wall so you can see me from this side. This is the wall. Bring your mat so it's lengthwise, coming out from the wall, and then go ahead and bring your hips. We're taking legs up the wall pose and a couple variations. So bring your hips all the way up to the wall, lay down, and then you're just gonna swing your legs up the wall. And then you're gonna rest your heels alongside the wall. Arms are going to rest alongside the body. My arms are a little bit longer so they touch the wall. So if you'd like, you can just bend the arms a little bit, or you can take one hand to heart center, one hand to belly. Okay, so without the wall, this is still a nice inversion, but it's a little bit of work. Okay, so I want you to get to a place where you're not really working. So the legs are resting. If you have a lot of open space and you want to take one additional stretch, I personally love this stretch, but I have open inner thighs. If it feels stressful to you, don't take this stretch, but you can take a straddle and just let your feet slide along the wall and let the weight of the legs do the work. So this is a really passive, wonderful way to open up the inner thighs. I personally think it feels good, but if you start to feel like, oh, that's really hard on my inner thighs, it's not restorative for you. So it's not a good pose to do before you go to bed. I would just prefer that you are straight up, legs straight up, and that you are relaxed and breathing softly. So continue to hold legs up the wall pose if it feels restorative for you. This is a great pose also if you wake up in the middle of the night and have a hard time falling back asleep and you're motivated enough, you can get out of bed and take legs up the wall pose. So continue to hold legs up the wall pose, or if you want to take traditional Shavasana and that feels really good to you, obviously a very restorative posture, go ahead and move your legs away from the wall and just scoot back on your mat. You can have your feet up by the wall. And just lay down and make yourself comfortable, or continue to hold legs up the wall pose. If you're in legs up the wall pose and are gonna hold this for your Shavasana, do try to just start to let go of the breath. So find that breath as if you're falling asleep. You just come back to the natural rhythm. You're not focusing on it, you're not controlling it. And take a little scan of the body. take a little wiggle of the toes. Let all the tension go. Maybe a wiggle or a roll of the ankles. If you don't want to have movement right now, that's fine. And just release, rest. Feel your legs getting really soft. And then bring all of your awareness up to your hips, your pelvis, your low back. And just find a sensation of letting everything melt into the ground, soft and heavy. Maybe a wiggle of the fingers, a squeeze of the fists, a roll of the wrists, or maybe no movement at all. And then just let the hands be really heavy, fingers soft. And just bring all of your awareness to your shoulders, your neck, your upper back. Again, another place we hold a lot of tension, and just find that sensation of melting, releasing, getting soft and heavy. Letting the earth hold you. And coming up to your face. Maybe a little movement in the jaw. Maybe a little squeeze of the lips, a little wiggle of the nose and the forehead. Or maybe no movement at all. And then just soften. Let the jaw be soft. Find that sensation of the forehead melting, the space between your eyes, your third eye center, heavy, soft. And just imagine a warm, heavy blanket over your entire body, or a warm glow of light around your entire body. And just let go of everything here. Continue to rest in your Shavasana. Continue to rest in your legs up the wall pose. Sleep well, sleep tight. Good night. Tonight as you go forward, may you have peace in your thoughts, peace in your words, and peace in your heart. Namaste.